Brought Yahweh, brought Yahweh Shah, brought Yahweh, brought Yahweh Shah, brought Yahweh, brought Yahweh Shah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Karakadash. All praises, honor, and glory, love, respect, and faith, and power, and trust, and all credit to my Heavenly Father, Yahweh, my Heavenly Big Brother, Yahweh Shah. Thank you so much for what you done, what you doing, what you gonna do. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of GMS, Great Millstone, hard to learn from, and all the men scattered all over the world, teaching and preaching the truth and nothing but the truth in the spirit and the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah. Try to put a spiritual bug in you Hebrew Israelite ears, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and you speckled birds. Speckled birds look like a so-called white person or Chinese person that actually be an Israelite. Uh, Telling y'all they seek the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Shah. Wake up. Actresses refuse projects with violent sex. Uh, and I just looking at this shit already. I was just loading up on here on Yahoo News. I did all my cries. Rapper dies at 24. Oh well, another one bites the dust. Another Jake. What is he talking about? I don't know. This Eva Mendes, but she another Israelite too. Shit. You know, you fucking around sucking and fucking off of Edomites all damn day. You gonna get some hell. You don't never hear from her in the movie lately. I guess she got tired of it. But anyway, let's get into something serious, man, because I hear a lot of talk about power outages with Texas. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. Are we out of time? Shit, we are. We been out of time. Uh, see. Where I'm at? Hold on. Wait a minute. What the fuck? Are they serious? Man, caught with SUV inside of a U-Haul truck. Come on, bro. I guess he could afford a trailer. Um, okay. You know what? This is off the subject. Now, this shit don't make no sense. I got a guy. I cut this one yard, and this guy live right next to her, and this guy keep asking me about edging his driveway. Only edging his driveway. If you're familiar with doing lawn service or just doing lawn yard work, it's like just you just edging the border of the slab of like somewhere the street and part of the grass just to give it a clean cut. It's like line ups of your hair, which we don't supposed to get, but it's like a line up for your yard. But anyway, the guy keep bugging me about it. I'm like, bro, I just don't want to go over there just to do that. I want a customer that I can constantly cut your yard once every 2 weeks and get paid for. Well, this guy here want me to do one time only, and he talking about one ASAP. So I just gave him an excuse, say I don't have time, and he still keep text messaging me about, "Well, I gotta have it done." I'm like, bitch, I said I ain't got time, nigga. This an old Jake. Like this nigga just can't accept anything. He can't accept no mean no or I don't have time. And it says, okay, I will give you a message for the upcoming week. If I don't have if I don't have to cut today or tomorrow, nigga, you ain't gonna see me no day. I like see these folks that just ain't got no damn clue. Then when they don't get the message, man, I mean, come on, accept it, nigga. That's just like they gonna get mad. These niggas gonna get mad because, like, say the power gonna be out. Like, look at this. It's about six Texas power stations gone dark. Heat wave, and they were talking about a heat wave. When was that? Mother's Day weekend, or before Mother's Day? They were talking about the heat, but nothing happened. But they talking about it again. So hey, it's happening now, right? And they saying it's because of heat. Now, how often have we been going through? I know that power grid. I don't know how old it is. You know how outdated it is, but it's probably more up to date than let's see what the U.S. power grid is. Because you got three separate power grids. Let me see what is a U.S. power grid. There's a map, and Texas is by itself. You got Eastern and a Western. This one shows a different. Oh, okay, this is more simple. all this shit got too much colors going on. I'm like, well, a lot of this like the West Coast. See, what I tell you, man, Canada might as well be called United States as well, cause they got running off the same power grid. Midwest run off, no, the Eastern, all this running off the same power grid. United States and Canada, see, they ain't showing you that. But Canada, they're not adding in Canada in the mix. But shit, if our power grid on the East or the West Coast go out, Canada shit gonna go out too, right? Cause yeah, what was it back in 2003? It was around 2003. Some part of New York, I think when New York State, all their power went out, and some parts of Canada went out due to some kind of high winds or a tree fell on. So I like, nigga, please, that was a test run to see the people's reaction. I like, get out of here, nigga. And that's the same way with Texas. First we had the winter storm in Texas a couple years back, ice storm, and now now it's the heat. Yeah. And these folks ain't got no clue that like this dumbass old nigga, this old Jake keep calling me about edging his driveway or his yard one time only, and he demanding me to do it. I'm like, nigga, why don't you just buy the shit, buy an edger yourself and do it yourself? Leave me the fuck alone. But these folks just think that, oh, I deserve to get service, or or either or I deserve to get my power because I paid for my bill. Or I deserve to get water. I paid for my bill. I deserve to have this. I deserve to have that because I paid for it. Yeah, but these niggas don't give a fuck. That's why, man, these folks ain't got the Lord in them, man. These a bunch of damn degenerate ass. I don't give a fuck how old you are, especially the old niggas, the old Israelite niggas. I don't give a fuck if you 80 years old, what kind of lifestyle they were living, man or woman. They just as shitty as the young little fuckers. They just the young motherfuckers. They just a new breed of the destruction. Yeah, the old niggas, they had some kind of morals, but still they was on some wicked shit. And you know what? Fuck them all. Shit, it's only for people. It's only for the Israelites, you so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and speckled birds who try to do right and not purposely doing wrong and being proud about the shit and saying, even if you're doing wrong, you proudly saying the Lord's gonna forgive me. The Lord's gonna forgive me. Yeah, yeah. He gonna forgive you after he destroy your ass, and you go back to the spirit world, coming face to face with him, and you got to be brought back through the loins of your 144,000. You know. But anyway, let's get back to the power outage, or not power outage, but the U.S. power grid. And let me slow down talking. I'm getting a little too fast while talking. Yeah, we got this shit right here with the West Coast interconnection. You got the East Coast interconnection, and you got Texas by itself. And Texas having problems more than y'all. Texas having more problems than the red side, the Bloods, and or the blue side, the Crips. Yeah, let's get to a video. What is this? The Real Earth BP watch.
My life would be completely different without the Google Career Certificate. I lost my job due to COVID. My kids were dependent upon me. I was told that the Google Career Certificate would take 6 months, and I did it in 6 weeks.
Anyway.
Saturday, May 14th, 2022. Guys, I want to throw a shout out to my friends in Texas. It's very dear to my heart. I was born in Austin, and I was there a year or so, and then we moved a little further east into the Mississippi area. Been here most of my life, but this is a shout out to my friends and all the great folks that are there. This was updated from yesterday evening, a few minutes ago, Saturday morning at 8:33 Eastern. Texas electricity grid operator has asked customers Friday evening to conserve power this weekend, and a half a dozen generation plants were knocked offline amid another round of unseasonably hot weather. Guys, and it's not summer yet. There's going to be back-to-back heat waves. Friday afternoon, 6 power generation facilities tripped offline, resulting in the loss of approximately 2,900 megawatts of electricity. This comes from ERCOT, or the Electric Reliability Council of Texas. At this time, all generation resources available are operating. They're at max, and 6 are down. We're asking Texans to conserve power when they can by setting their thermostats to 78 degrees or above.
Yo, you're gonna hear this in like every video where they talking about what these people need to do to conserve power and make sure we don't have an overload issue. And then let's say if people actually, a lot of people in Texas actually was doing this, and they still pull the plug on these people. They actually was doing this. They following the orders, the guidelines, and they go ahead and say fuck that shit. They gonna pull the plug and make them suffer. Cause these fuckers are devils, and the majority of them are Edomites. They run the damn system. They rule this world. They're the wicked of the earth. And Edomites are really what they call themselves, white people. Their faces are everything. They own this, they own that. They claim they build this and build that, but really they just use cheap ass slave labor, like you so-called Latinos that you proudly all about. Latino, it's Hispanic. La, 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 la. Like nigga, shut the fuck up, nigga. You're a slave. Shut your ass up, bitch ass nigga. And then same as you blacks, well, we used to be so-called picking cotton, nigga. We was building the railroads, the mansions, the fucking roads and shit. Hell, if common sense, you look up down, you'll know who the Israelites are, especially, man. Common sense. Shit, there was a sign that says no blacks, no Mexicans, and no dogs. The dogs ain't Israelites, but they look at us. They say they threw the dogs in as a joke to say that we're like less than dogs or either we're equal to dogs. But no, they back in the days they look at us as being less than dogs. Us Israelites, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. And this is their fucking world. Let's not get it twisted. This is their little world, and they about to lose their damn kingdom. So anybody take heed of this. Don't be threatened. Don't be alarmed. If they say it's the end of the world, it's not the end of your world if you're an Israelite. It's the end of the wicked world, the Edomites, and these other heathen nations. These so-called white people about to lose their damn world and their mind, and everything else that they claim they have. Shit, the Lord's about to strip their ass away from all that shit, because the fun time is over with. Happy times is over with. Let's get back to the video.
And avoiding the usage of large appliances such as dishwashers, washer and dryers during peak hours between 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. throughout the weekend. Local newspaper Austin American-Statesman said 1 megawatt of electricity powers 200 homes on a hot summer day. That means that 2,900 megawatts that went offline are enough to power about 580,000 homes. Heading into the weekend, ERCOT warned about a heat wave that would send electricity demands to record levels. With 2,900 megawatts of electricity removed from the grid as energy demands increases, this could strain the state's power system. In other words, look for more power outages. Why they tripped offline, I'm not sure. Not sure which ones are fed by windmills there, coal, natural gas for the backup on the windmill generators. Not sure of all the details. It goes on to say an early summer heat wave pattern continues to boil parts of the central and southern plains.
So wait a minute. It's super red and orange and yellow over here. But it seemed to be okay over here on this side. But ain't there fires going on over here on the West Coast? Shit. I don't know. But I guess they're looking at temperature. This is temperature. But shit. I don't know, man. Anyway.
This means parts of Texas will continue to roast with temperatures forecasted to reach triple digits next week. ERCOT, the grid operator, is already warning of record energy demand next week.
Yeah, we're not talking about they're just talking about temperatures, but I'm thinking fire, over on the West Coast. Anyway.
Customers crank up the AC. You can see this heat wave of the map of the heat wave here across the U.S. Now, yesterday, guys, we were breaking 100 on the real feel here in central Mississippi. They're saying power consultant Doug Lewin, who actively monitors the Texas grid, told Fox 4 News Dallas-Fort Worth that triple-digit temperatures are very concerning because it's still not even summer. On Tuesday, ERCOT reported power grid demand jumped to 70,703 megawatts, smashing the May 2018 record demand of 67,271 megawatts due to an early week heat wave. Now, the next round of heat has the power grid operator concerned he should. There's a lot of hotels that are full now in Texas, and they're going to be using a lot of electricity. ERCOT issued an operating conditions notice, OCN, for extremely hot weather. The OCN begins on Friday and lasts through next Wednesday. The grid operator assured customers it had enough power to meet the demand spike. It was 14,000 homes that would disagree with you there. The National Weather Service's Austin San Antonio office warns that more triple-digit heat is in store for early next week. Some areas west of Highway 83 were able to get some much-needed rain Tuesday night, but the hot and dry pattern will resume for the next several days. More triple-digit heat is in store for early next week. Guys, be prepared for this, okay? High temperatures across the Dallas-Fort Worth area are expected to flirt with triple digits tomorrow, that's Sunday, through next week. The back-to-back heat waves hitting parts of Texas when power plants usually go offline for maintenance is concerning, though the latest from ERCOT is that they have everything under control. Yep, they sure do, just like they did during the ice storm. But guys, it is what it is, so do what you can to conserve. It's going to be hot, but do what you can to conserve so your area doesn't go into a full blackout. For a lot of people, certain areas are conservative. It's going to help their area quite a bit. But excuse me, one of the puppies were barking, but and they're wanting to wrestle and fight. But guys, it is what it is. You got to deal with it. I'm not sure how much the red states are affected by these control systems. You know what I mean? But we're watching it, guys. You watch it. It's a heads up. Be safe.
Let me turn that shit off. And just 1 second or 2 seconds of damn music playing. These niggas want to hit you real quick. But yeah, I was just typing this in real quick, showing you it was a movie. I think it was I don't know what video I had talking about this, but yeah, man, was it called The Trigger Effect? Well, they were thinking it was in Los Angeles. It's a 90s movie. Watched it a while back. Anyway, it was in Los Angeles. All of a sudden, the power went out mysteriously, and then this guy and this guy ran into each other in a movie theater in the first part of the movie, and then later on at the end, they came across each other again. But anyway, man, the people were just desperate as hell. You know, Michael Rucker and his ass. Hey, you know how that nigga be in these damn movies. Damn redneck. You can't trust that nigga. He probably end up killing your ass. But anyway, it was alright movie about power outage and shit. People just crazy gonna get ammunition, guns, because the power been out for maybe what was it, 3 days or so, and then it's been out for about a week. Yeah, or more longer than that. I think it was out for a week, and let me check the summary. Read the summary. Shit ain't much of a summary. It says a power out leaves those affected to consider what is necessary, what is legal, and what is questionable in order to survive in a predatory environment. That was it. I mean, come on, man. It should have been more than that. Well, anyway, that's all. What the hell is all this junk? Ah, screw it. Let's get on out of here. But yeah, let's play this video real quick. It says Texas Power Grid operator asks customers to conserve electricity after 6 plants go offline. Yeah, I mean shit. You got baby formula so-called shortage. You got daggone. Of course, you got this power grid thing going on. 6 power plants. 6 power plants go offline. Shit. And then what else going on? Oh, diesel shortage. And these power plants, most of them run off of diesel, right? Not just coal, but diesel too. So hey, yeah, problems after problems after problems. And you people, you Israelites, you so-called Black Latinos and Native Americans better wake up and realize there's gonna be more problems going on. Seek Yahweh by Shem Shah. Time is running short. I know I'm doing the same thing. Easy said and done, you know. And let's get back to this video.
We power your freedom to create online. The only limit to what's possible is your imagination.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about them apples? I'm talking.
Anyway, this video, I'm gonna get back to the video. I don't want to keep showing you videos constantly. Let's get to some scriptures real quick. Yeah, man, cause all you proudful people out in the world, man, and you annoying ass niggas that want me to get the damn yard weed or edged and shit, and I'm telling you what the hell the business is, you ain't accepting it, then shit. These people just think they entitled. Even these old heads, they think they entitled of getting what they want. Man, it don't happen that way. I'm like shit. But yeah, for these proudful people, man, it just makes no sense. But yeah, man, you got a lot of people out there in this country, proudful Texans. We're Texan and proudful Americans. So I'm from Georgia, Georgians, proudful, proudful people everywhere all over the United States, even around the world, man. Let's get to a scripture about pride and what the Lord think about pride. Shit. Proverbs chapter 16, verse 16. How much better is it to get wisdom than gold, and to get understanding rather to be chosen than silver. The highway of the upright is to depart from evil. He that keepeth his way preserveth his soul. Proud goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Better it is to be a humble spirit with the lowly than to divide the spoil with the proud. Yeah, man, even these folk here, they just don't get it. They just don't get it. They thinking, I mean, oh my goodness. It's mind-boggling how these folks, you tell them this stuff, and either they don't even know themselves, man. They really don't. Let's get something else, man. Cause I get tired of these people in this world. And then the Lord really he really have to fuck these people up. Cause they don't get it until they get it. Say Job chapter 35. Let's see, verse 11. Who teacheth who teacheth us more than the beasts of the earth, and making us wiser than the fowls of heaven? And that's a question. And you should know who. They I mean, there they cry, but none giveth answer. Cause they did. It makes no sense. They should give out an answer who it is, but they ain't gonna bother. They too fucking proud because of the pride of evil men. Surely God or Yahweh, uh, surely Yahweh will not hear vanity, neither will the Almighty regard it. Although that says um thou thou said not see him, yet judgment is before him. Therefore trust thou in him. But now, because it is not so, he have visited in his anger, yet he knoweth it not in great ex, uh exterminate. I can't even pronounce it. Exterminate. Ah, anyway, man. These folks ain't got no damn clue, man. What's about to go down? They so damn entitled. Hey, man. These people still want to celebrate. What's the next holiday of the day? Let me check. I'll be right back. I gotta look at my calendar. Oh, I didn't even know we had Martin Luther King Day on a Sunday. Shit, I didn't know it. Oh well, fuck that nigga. Oh, that was Mother Day, not Martin Luther King Day. Shit, Martin Luther King, Mother Day, it don't matter. This is a bunch of bullshit anyway. Well, we got Armed Forces Day on the 21st. Fuck that day. And you got 30 on the 30th, Memorial Day. Memorializing more dead people, just like the Latino, the Northern Kingdom. If you know, I don't want to say they Northern Kingdom, but because you could have Southern Kingdom mixed in with the Northern Kingdom, and like so-called Latinos, and they don't know that they I don't know. Well, anyway, the Latino folks, so-called Latino people, with their Day of the Dead bullshit, celebrating dead people, nigga. Why you celebrating them niggas for? Shit, they dead. Celebrate life. No, celebrate the coming of your Lord, nigga. When that day come. Yeah, man, but he feel proud as hell, man. I'm gonna get some more scriptures, man. These folks ain't got no clue. This video is more like me talking about how these people just ain't got no fucking clue how serious it's gonna be. And they thinking, oh man, we got to do this. We got a rap career. This one guy I spoke to, I cut his yard, and I told him a couple years ago about what's about to go down. He's sharing the video with his girlfriend. She's scared and he's scared, and they couldn't sleep at one night. And he told me about it. Like, goddamn, son, you supposed to be a man. Well, well, too bad for you since you want to get the message. You're too scared. And then I talked to him yesterday, telling him about what's going on. I even spoke to his mom, and I told his mom about the name of Yahweh Hashem Shah, and she said she heard those names before from somebody at her job. And see, the word is getting out, and the Lord's names are coming out. So you better get these names, cause it's critical. And you better believe in those names, not no God, not no Jesus, not none of that bullshit. You better believe in Yahweh and Yahweh Shah. Yahweh being what the world ignorantly call God, and Yahweh Shah what the world ignorantly call Jesus. Fuck that nigga Jesus. That faggoty motherfucker. Ain't any Christians even keep claiming God and Jesus is the same person. How the fuck is that so? Anyway, let's get back to the video. I want to go on a rant.
Talking about 5 days after an eclipse, we look out for
And you got signs, fearful sights and signs from the heavens.
a storm or a possible hurricane. This was the GFS 18Z on May 12th, and like the last 6 of the last 7
And they got to talk about a hurricane. Yeah.
GFS runs have shown a hurricane developing in the CAG area and then coming into the Gulf of Mexico. And so here we are on the Friday night before the Scorpio Superflower Blood Moon total lunar eclipse coming Sunday night. Starting
I get to that scripture. Was it Luke? Was it Luke chapter 21 verse? Start with 24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles, until the time of the Gentiles be fulfilled. And they shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the skies, and upon the earth, distress of nations, which we're having that right now. With perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. I wonder what they mean by that. Probably tidal waves. Maybe. Major tidal waves. Maybe. Men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Yeah, Lord gonna shake some shit up. It's just like the Lord got a daggone, like the whole world's in what's them damn snow globes. You know when you snow globe, you shake the shit up and all the little plastic crap be flying around looking like it's snow. But there ain't gonna be no snow. He gonna just shake the shit up. He gonna have that snow globe in his hand, just shaking it up, and he gonna be doing all kinds of stuff. Cause he getting tired of this place. This place is wicked as hell. And it's time to take out some people, some proudful people. We got into pride earlier. Let's get back to this video.
at about 10:14 p.m. You can see it in North America, Central America, and South America. Things are super duper crazy wild. Like how
Super
crazy
duper.
wild? Well, the Texas power grid is wobbling again. So we've had like part of cryptocurrency and some stable coins melt down. And Texas grid, which our Governor Abbott is like, I am so super pro Bitcoin and Bitcoin mining in Texas. Coincidentally enough, in the modern age of 2022, we've now had 6 power plants go offline, and ERCOT is asking Texans to conserve power. Can you imagine if like the governor came out and was like, I need you guys to conserve bacon, or I need you guys to conserve anything. Anyway, we're being asked to conserve electricity. And I'm in Texas, so that shit is crazy. Hey, let me take a second out to say super duper absolute thank you to
Yeah, you remember that a couple years ago. Yeah.
Asteroid Fight Club and Jesus.
I wonder what would you actually accept having to be in a winter storm or a daggone summer, no, something. Say a power outage. Which one would you rather have? A power outage in the winter or a power outage in the summer? People say it's better to have it in the summer. Are you sure about that, nigga? Cause you can't run no damn circular fan unless you get them old school, you know, the fans, the hand fans you get at church. Big mama with all the big mamas in the church, grandmas that got the big oversized fashy hats and shit, and they fan themselves with that paper cardboard, what that piece of wood stick. It's like it used to be used for putting ice cream on, but they put it on a piece of paper to fan themselves in them churches and ain't got no damn AC. And then they get all their denominations from all their congregation. They can't afford to run air conditioning in that bitch. Well, damn. Pastor Porkchop, one greedy ass nigga. He don't want to tell you he hogging up the AC, and he getting all that damn money. He want to turn the power off. Oh, fucking nigga, fucking nigga. He don't even want to put AC in the fucking church. He want the only thing he gonna say is I'm gonna treat the church historically like it is. No drilling no holes in this and that. But shit, whatever. You want your congregation to melt in the church? Shit. Anyway, yeah, man. But I'm getting a little carried away like I normally do. But yeah, man. I choose the damn winter time. At least you have some source of heat by getting if you got a fireplace. You got a fireplace, you can chop some wood, make a fire. But then it's not gonna be that easy because that wood could be wet, especially if you cutting a fresh cut wood. And you gotta let it season. So I don't know. I'd rather choose summer. I can deal with summer. I was born in the summer, so hey, power outage in the summer I could deal with. But some people of certain ages they can't deal with it, like old people and some newborns they can't deal with it. Hell, I dealt with it when I was young. I made it through it. Shit. And in the 80s, baby, we didn't really have no AC. Shit. Yeah, let me see. I was just looking at what they talking about. Probably ain't much. Damn, that's a lot of them things. So they look like somebody's missing. Anyway, let's go back to the video.
Loves gays on Facebook. Michelle Mary Caris Cellophane. I now have $6. I'm in a good mood, but yes, feels like the world is ominous
Alright.
for May. It's the
He talking about a bunch of fucking random stupid shit or random news. It doesn't really matter now. It has nothing to do with the power grid. Well, let's go into another video. Matter of fact, I need the Dust Bowl again. Yup, they got a Dust Bowl. I'll have to talk about that in another video. I just want to make this power grid related video. Am I playing this right now? Yeah, I am. So get rid of that. And you know, Cobb Swab. You know, this same old speech he was talking about last year. Playing it again.
We all know, but still pay insufficient attention to the frightening scenario of a comprehensive cyber attack, which would bring to a complete halt to the power supply, transportation, hospital services, our society as a whole. The COVID-19 crisis would be seen in this respect as a small disturbance in comparison to a major cyber attack. To use the COVID-19 crisis as a timely opportunity to reflect on the lessons the cybersecurity community can draw and improve our preparedness for a potential cyber pandemic.
When I found out that Google
Well, that's all you need to know, because they already telling you what's going on and what could possibly happen, what's going to happen. Shit, it doesn't matter how it's gonna happen, it's gonna just happen. That power outage and all that shit, disruption to everything that people depend on and such. But hey, man, it's whatever. Or whatever Satan keep throwing at you, which be Esau, Edom, don't be ignorant of it. And we get to a scripture about that. 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Yeah, because he gonna try all kind of, it's like, we know what's up, man. Lord bless us with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and seeing what the game, peeping the game out, what these devils are doing. And that's all about starving people out. And then plus getting global control over the people, the masses, and then getting them how can I say it? CHIP'd up, CHIP implanted up, getting that CHIP implant. So then, they can keep an eye on you and all this other shit. You pledge your allegiance to this speech system. That's all they're gonna draw down to. But yeah, the power outage right now, yeah, it's gonna get serious. There's gonna be famine of bread, no water, no communication. Yeah, a whole lot of other shit. People be going batshit crazy. Let's get to another video.
Well, Texas power regulators met today and discussed ways for.
All right, I know you get the point, but I just want to keep showing more videos and more articles to show you proof that something is going on. And for people that's naysayers, well, hell, I'm showing you all these sources of videos and articles. So if you still don't believe it, well, nigga, kill yourself.
Companies to build power lines faster and define the term reliability. This is all part of a new law passed last year. Lawmakers told the Public Utility Commission it can allow electric companies to add power lines, bypassing the traditional approval process as long as they meet certain standards. The same law also calls for 2-year assessments of the power grid's reliability in extreme weather scenarios.
Ultimately, if we don't address our economic transmission projects, what I like to say is today's economic problem is tomorrow's reliability problem.
What are our metrics that we're trying to look at into the future so that we can try to head reliability and resiliency crisis?
You're saying nothing but Edomites, supposedly nothing but Edomites, dictating the power and discussing the electricity and shit. And shit, you Israelites ain't got no say so. A lot of Israelites living up in Texas. A lot of, I would say, Southern Kingdom, but so-called Latinos. Majority of y'all living up in there. But shit, these fucking crackers don't give a fuck about you niggas. Just like they don't give a fuck about you Negroes. Shit. Or you Native Indians. They don't give a fuck about you niggas. Shit. They dictating what kind of power, what you need with electricity.
These off of the path.
And you know what? Another thing too, when it comes to the roadways and highways and interstates, they design that shit for a reason, not for the public use. It's for private use. It's just like the electricity. They design electricity to flow not for just public use, but for private use. When it comes down to, like, say, the public, they want to cut it off for the public. Hell, the private people will get it. You know. But anyway.
Yes.
Commissioners also discussed spending $364,000 to make sure their plan to fix the grid is feasible and affordable, hiring Energy and Environmental Economics Incorporated, or E3. Under the contract, E3 will figure out how to implement the commissioner's reliability standards and lay out the business requirements and specifications for the Texas electricity market. E3 will list pros and cons to policy decisions and make sure the cost is worth the changes the commissioner suggests. A final report is due in August.
Yep. Anyway, let's move on to some other video. When it says why America is so vulnerable to an attack on the power grid. Let me see. They got 2 more videos. No, I'll make it 3.
80% of your child's brain is developed by age 3. How can we make the most of this important time as parents? Research
transition into that because I want to go into that, which is, you know, most the average person is like, oh my God, I don't want a nuclear war. What if there's a nuclear war? What happens? How bad is it? How, you know, ugly is it going to get if there's somebody does something like that, like Truman did back in the days when we responded back to Pearl Harbor, all this other stuff. Okay, fine. For you, what concerns you more? Nuclear war, cyber warfare, biochemical warfare, or a super EMP type of attack that, you know?
Well, he wants you to pick. He want this guy to pick and choose which one will worry him the most. Shit, I feel like we're gonna get all those motherfuckers. We gonna get all those issues. We gonna get all those problems. Nuclear gonna be the last thing. Nuclear gonna be the last thing. Shit, they gonna cluster bomb this fucking place, America, Babylon the Great. But we gonna get all that shit.
I read this somewhere that says experts say our power grid can be destroyed, and when that happens, 7 to 90% of U.S. population will die within the first year. Which of those 4 concerns you the most?
Well, I put super EMP and cyber together. You know, in my book Blackout Warfare, I described this revolutionary new way of warfare that is in military doctrines of Russia, China, North Korea, and Iran. And they are prepared to execute this, where the focus of the attack is national electric grids, okay? Because we are an electronic civilization, and everything, all of our life-sustaining critical infrastructures, communications, transportation, even food and water, depend upon electricity. And the military, the ability to project power and to operate your military forces and command and control, all depends upon electricity. So the theory of this, is that if you can take out the electric grids with EMP attacks and cyber warfare and special forces sabotage, small numbers of guys going in and shooting up transformers and stuff, you'll cause a nationwide blackout, and that will bring the other side to its knees, and you'll basically win a war and very quickly, potentially at the speed of light, you know.
Yeah, I just want to get, when you know all these things is about to take off or kick off, they say they warning people about what's going on, but a lot of people don't get it. And shit, these gonna be some signs. These some signs that's gonna be showing you these are the last days. Cause definitely these are the last day. I just want to throw this out here, this scripture out. Was it 2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 1? There's a whole lot really. I need to highlight it in red. But anyway, I'm gonna start with verse 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. Shoot, yeah. For men shall be lovers of themselves, which, people just, and the men or women, selfie in themselves, altering themselves with their damn filters on their phones, beautifying themselves, bragging about whatever, covetous boasters. Covetous boaster. What's covetous mean? Let's look up covetous. Yeah, man, because, man, this power grid shit gonna be some serious shit. And you look at the movies where they talk the power going out, they give you the cookie cut version of it. Like that movie I was talking about, Trigger Effect, came out in 96. That was cookie cut. It ain't like it was it was like at least a year. The power was out for at least a week or 2, I think, in Los Angeles or somewhere in Los Angeles, California. Anyway, having or showing a great despair to possess to possess something belonging to someone else. Yeah, covetous.
Covetous.
Covetous. I'm gonna say covetousness. I don't know why he's saying that. I think I say covetous. Covetous, boaster, proud. Yeah, proud people. Yeah, Lord do not like proud ass people. And guess what? When he sends pride in your ass, heart, look, the look of your face is proud, the heart in you is proud, he gonna fuck you up. Simple as that. Blasphemers, blasphemers, um, ordinate to parents, uh, unthankful. Yeah, you got a lot of unthankful people. They ain't shit. Unholy people that ain't got the Lord in them. You know, without natural affection, no truce breakers, lying ass niggas, breaking treaties and shit, just like Esau, Edom breaking treaties with our forefathers, especially the Gadites and Reubenites, the so-called Native Indians, when they were breaking treaties with them and told them we make peace, and then they just softened them niggas up and made war back with them again to get by them more time so they could develop more weaponry and more strategies to kill them. Yeah, and y'all Israelites fell for it. We all fell for the bullshit. And now we have to suffer for it, but the Lord Yahweh has brought his son as a second chance for us to redeem ourselves, to be delivered out, saved out of here, and much, much more. But let me keep on reading. False accusers, yep, of course a lot of that shit. Incontinent, uh desire of those that are good. Despisers of those that are good. Traitors. Yeah. Let's get back to the video. Yeah, because there's a lot. There's a whole lot that these people are about, and it's just a bunch of just a bunch of assholes, basically. A bunch of assholes the Lord ain't pleased with. There's gonna be a whole lot of assholes that's self-centered, and all they care about is themselves. But let's see how these niggas gonna be when the power grid is off.
Because of the way EMP and cyber work, and because it's even what so-called nuclear EMP attack is not a Hiroshima or a Nagasaki type use of an atomic bomb. It's not considered nuclear war in Russian or Chinese, North Korean doctrines. Considered part of cyber warfare or electronic warfare, and rightly so, because of the way the physics work. You detonate a weapon at very high altitude, 300, 400 kilometers. It's so high that if you were standing on the ground directly beneath the explosion, you wouldn't even hear it. I mean, it's 300, 400 kilometers over your head going off in the vacuum of space. There wouldn't even be a noise, all right? The blast wouldn't reach you. There'd be no thermal or radioactive effects that would reach you. The only thing that would come down would be the electromagnetic pulse, which is harmless to people. It passes harmlessly through your body like a radio wave, but it will destroy electronics. Cars won't work. You won't have any water because the electric grid would collapse, and it requires millions of volts to get water. Food would start spoiling. There's only enough food to feed people at 3 days in local grocery stores. And in the whole of the United States, we only have enough food to supply people for 30 days, 330 million people for 30 days at normal consumption rates. And it would begin to spoil immediately. And it couldn't be transported to market because the interstate highways would be jammed, transportation systems wouldn't work. In effect, it's a way of subtracting from modern electronic civilization, the technologies that make life possible today. And a president faced with that, wouldn't be able to operate his forces. You might not even be able to retaliate with a super EMP weapon because it would fry the electronics and command and control systems and the missiles and the bombers. And faced with, do I go and fight a losing war in Ukraine, or do I mobilize what is left of the Defense Department to try to restore the electric grid to save millions of American lives before people start...
Oh, anyway, saving millions of American lives. Come on, bro. That ain't gonna happen. If they giving out $40 billion, if this country giving out $40 billion to give aid to Ukraine, but using that money for Americans, for food and whatever else. And also, if they supposedly they giving out baby formula to immigrants from either coming from Ukraine and folks that's south from the border, which I don't know about that because they're Israelites. Like they give a fuck about them. They most likely want to cut them Israelites' bodies up and get the damn organs out and sell the damn children and women off the sex trafficking and shit. Even the males, sell them off the sex trafficking, and that be it. I don't think they give a fuck about giving them. Yeah, they'll give them some baby formula to keep them not healthy, but fed until they ship them off and separate the family. Yeah, yeah. That's how the wicked roll. So don't get fooled with that shit. Thinking they giving out these. I don't know. I don't know the true facts, but I just think shit opposite from what these niggas doing. They talk about doing nice and good things. I'm thinking these niggas are doing some bad, nasty things, and they lying. But anyway, let me cut this video off and go to another video. If you want to check this video out, you can check it out right here. I'm bored of listening and watching. I had to walk away for a minute, check on something. But let's go to this. Was it popular preparedness? Yeah, I still got to show you more proof that something's about to go down, and y'all better be spiritually ready, mentally ready, and physically, carnally. Nothing wrong with carnally. You know, don't have your faith in your stuff like power generators, gas generators, solar generator. You can't have faith in that shit. But, nothing wrong with having it. But I always want to have faith in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. That's number one.
Certificate changed my life. Being able to connect with employers through the platform was the support that I needed. I made a full career pivot to UX design.
Who cares?
Hey everyone, welcome back to Popular Preparedness. Big news coming out of Texas right now. As you know, we have three main interconnects across the United States, power grids. We have the Eastern Interconnect, which is basically all the East Coast, all the way to the Rocky Mountains, basically. And then we have the West Coast, which is everything west of there. Now, this also breaks down in Canada. Canada is part of these East Coast Interconnect and the West Coast Interconnect.
Yeah, like I was talking about earlier. It ain't just the United States just all alone. No, you're going to have Canada tied in too. And I'm like, Canada might as well be, called America. And just an example.
But Texas has their own power grid, which is cool. But it also means that if they monkey with their system, it's a much smaller grid, and there are potentially issues, especially when you have localized weather events like we're having this week. They are getting blasted with heat, lots and lots of heat. They are getting high temperature heats right now, and so just this Tuesday.
But wait a minute, this shit don't make no sense. They ain't even hear nothing about this last year or the year before. Now, I don't know. I guess it's, temperatures change and it's different in a way. But I know the times over in Texas, they were like 100 or something degrees. I mean, it's fucking Texas, for goodness sakes. But then, I don't know. You don't hear much about it until now. Why all of a sudden now? But it doesn't matter. These niggas gonna cut the power out.
Tuesday, they just had a record energy consumption, record energy demand on their grid this past Tuesday. And now ERCOT, which is the main energy utility service there, has issued a emergency notice for people to shut off as much power as possible, to not run electrical components, and to set their thermostats at 78 or higher. And this is went into effect last night, so running from Friday, yesterday, this is Saturday that I'm shooting this video on, through this coming Wednesday. They're expecting to have even higher record generation demands placed on it. And they are saying that they have 6 generation facilities that have gone offline. They say that they tripped offline, which basically just means they shut down for some reason. And nobody knows why. That's a concern right there. We're not getting the information about what's going on. All we know is how much energy.
Yeah, you don't need to know. These devils ain't gonna tell you shit. They orchestrating their little plans behind closed doors, and everybody else, you just stay calm. We're just telling you that we gonna have the power back on. Shit, they ain't gonna tell you how long. Yeah, and meanwhile, shit, I don't know. That's why I'm saying you can't trust these damn devils, man. And you can't rely on these niggas, especially Egypt. They're saying, let's get to when I just brought that up. Here goes the scripture. Isaiah chapter 31, verse 1. Woe to those who go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel. Yeah, neither seek the Lord Yahweh Shemashah. Yet he also is wise and will bring evil, and will not call back his name. Come back his words, but will arise against the house of the evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity. Yeah, man, these people here, they gonna be when they turn that power off, they gonna be running to Egypt. They gonna be running to Egypt, looking for help and looking for answers why this is happening over a period of time. Because I don't know, it's just gonna be some crazy shit going on, and the love of many is gonna be waxing cold. Let's get to that. Matthew chapter 24, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Yeah, gonna be a lot of people just straight up killing each other and all this stuff, and they ain't gonna give a shit. That's how it's gonna be. Let's go back to the video. Oh, matter of fact, no. Let me see what else we got going on. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and get back to the video.
Generation has come offline, and its back of the envelope calculations by other people was 580,000 homes worth of energy generation is offline. Now, they are saying that all of their other generation facilities are online. All the rest of them are online. They have maxed out their generation capacity. There are 6 that are not online right now. Now, I don't know if that means that they're just offline because they were down for repairs or if they're down for other reasons. The scary thing is, the suspicious thing is that they're not telling anybody why. They always tell people why, but in this case, they're not. Now, we have several things that are hitting all at once here. Last year, we had a shutdown of the Texas grid, partial shutdown, and that was because of the opposite reason. It was freezing cold. And we saw that the cooling systems on natural gas plants, nuclear plants, and the wind actually froze as well. Now, most of the loss of power, I know I get angry comments every time I say this. When you look at the actual numbers, it's very clear that most of the losses were in wind generation. Natural gas energy output actually went up during the crisis. Wind energy output went down during the crisis. So,
yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap this up. This video is getting a little too long. I would play this Dabu 7 one, but I ain't stunned. I won't go ahead and get rid of this one too. But you get the idea. Texas 6 power stations went down, and people shit out of luck. And yeah. And wonder how long this shit gonna last. There's no telling. Because, the snow, when it was 2 years ago, how long the power grid was down for two. Some people got their power back on the next day. No, I don't know about the next day. I don't know. They probably got their power back running like 2 days or 4 days or a week. But some waited for like 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks to get their power back running. And yeah, ouch. That's a hell of a long time. And that shit, let's see how summertime gonna be like. Yeah, the Lord's taking the mirth out of that area. Let's see what else he gonna do. Uh, in the rest of other parts of America, you got wildfires in the over in the West Coast, and then you got droughts too. And you got droughts. There's always be a drought in the whole month of May. There hardly any rain, but let's see what June gonna bring. Probably nothing. So I'm talking about over here in the South. Uh, but I don't know what's gonna be next. What the Lord gonna have, man. Well, all we know, man, you better grow up your loins and be ready, be spiritually ready, mentally ready, and physically ready. Uh, cause it's coming. And seek Yahweh Shem Shah, you so-called black Latinos and Native Americans, and you speckled birds that look like other nations. Better seek Yahweh Shem Shah, cause the times we're living in it's gonna be very dangerous. If you ain't seeking the Lord, not God, not Jeeves, but Yahweh and Yahweh Shah, seek them to seek them. Yeah, shoot. Yeah, you want to get caught up. You want to get caught up. That's, a matter of fact, yeah. Let's read it. What it Matthew chapter? I'm just looking at this. It's like uh, Matthew 10 verse 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. This is what Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah about. Really, Yahweh Shah is about. When the Lord Yahweh let his son loose, shit, he come back with a sword. Now, I don't come in to just to give kisses and hugs and all that shit. Really, right now, they're visiting this place spiritually by sending out controlling the wicked on controlling the power grid and these wars and the food and the water, doing all this nasty wicked shit they do. Damn, the Lord jacking that place up. And that's why you need to seek the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah. That's the only covering you're gonna get is Yahweh Shema Shah. You don't want to go to Egypt because hell. What has Egypt done for you, nigga? Besides bring you just in your face destruction, lies and deception. Shoot, Yahweh Shema Shah ain't gonna bring you no lies and deception, but he will bring you destruction though. But anyway, I don't want to make this video too long. I just want to say to the men out there pushing the truth, keep on pushing, hold on to faith, and keep yourself humble. And you women out there, keep believing and keep your faith strong with Yahweh Shema Shah, and stay humble and stay in order with your man. If you ain't got a man, stay in order with Yahweh Shema Shah, like you always supposed to anyway. But all peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, and all praise Yahweh Shema Shah. Shalom.